Hello guys, my name is Arjun, ARJUN that is. Um, it's all about books. I just want to talk about books. I'm a book lover. I've been reading from time immemorial. I'm 32 now, so maybe from last 16 to 17 years I have been reading voraciously. Uh, Maybe that's the only thing I'm really proud of, I have to say. And today I have come to tell you about one of my most favorite books, which you might have read, you might not have read, you might have seen the movies. It's a Harry Potter franchise, and if you have seen the movies, bad for you. If you have not read the book, that is. If you have read the book, you know what I'm talking about. The books are really good. They're beautiful. Today I'm just ranting about Harry Potter, why I read it, how I read it actually. Uh, when I was 16, around when I was in my plus one um, class, my father brought me this. He's a great man. He always used to give me books. I used to read from a very young age. Maybe it's in the genes, I don't know. I'm not saying that it's genetically related or something. I'm not saying like that, but there is some kind of what I have understood is like, if I talk about books, it's a very a small community of people who reads. If you look at the whole world, that is, a lot of guys see movies, a lot of guys hear music, but I think books are niche. I don't know why that is, because it's really fun. It's very fun actually. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. If you start reading, you'll understand what I'm talking about. If you have not started, if you have not even tried, you even have tried textbooks, I know, but you know comics, of course I love comics, but always try every kind of books actually. I will be talking about comics here, I will be talking about non-fiction here, I will be talking about fiction here. i, I have a small library here. You can no, not really, sorry. uh, Sorry for that, I am doing it for the first time, so there will be some stupid mistakes, bear with me, okay. So I just want to talk about Harry Potter. Why Harry Potter? It's a world full of extraordinary people with extraordinary problems. At a glance, that is. But if you really, if you really look deep, because I have been reading it, rereading it, I really love it. Uh, I have been a loner most of my life, and Harry Potter was like, having a friend with me, having a lot of friends actually, a group of friends. If you don't know what the book about, it's about a boy, who grows up without his parents, and who comes to understand that there is a world waiting out there for him, which has no connection with the world that he was living. That he is a wizard, he has this kind of powers. And he is finding it out, and he is finding a new world, and he is finding new friends, new problems, new villains. Of course, there are no exact villains in your life. Your biggest villain is yourself, as I have understood from my short life. You know, you are your biggest villain. You have to fight with yourself. Harry Potter is like it's like a growing up story. It's very hard to grow up. We have our own problems. We have the problems. Just burdens that are given to us by the society, whatever. But the thing is, Harry Potter is like looking at it in another way, through the eyes of magic. Not just magic. It's basically, the book is about love. Actually, most of the good books, most of the good stories, it's about love, and this story is also about love, and loyalty, love, friendship, basically. And the writer, if you don't know about the writer, she is J.K. Rowling. She is a woman, one of my most favorite author, and another favorite author is Ayn Rand, another woman. I will talk about her later. You know, if you why Harry Potter has withstood the test of time and become a big franchise is not just about what do you say? It's not just about the magic. I have to say, it's the magic of her some her ideas. I have to say, she has a clear clear idea about racism. The book is actually very. It's a textbook on anti-racism, I have to say. She clearly delineates Voldemort, the villain, the main antagonist is actually he's like Hitler, I have to say. You can, if you just read about him, you'll understand. He's like Hitler, he's like Stalin, he's like Mussolini. He has all the makings of a a narcissist. Being a narcissist not that bad, but when you're whatever you feel, whatever you do, it becomes really bad for somebody else, then that's a problem. He is a fascist. And Harry is somebody who is standing against him. It's the, what do you say, very classic good and evil story, and classic underdog story, I have to say. Somebody who is coming from really down and he is coming up in the world. He is stumbling, but he is still learning. That process is beautiful, and in the process he is getting a lot of friends. He's getting his love of his life, and he's getting some wonderful moments to look at, some events in his life, like everybody's life, I suppose. And one of most of my favorite characters in the world are, in the story, Snape is one of my favorite character. Dobby is one of my favorite character. Neville Longbottom is one of my favorite characters. They all have a wonderful character arc. Her writing is so sharp. Her writing is so layered. The language is so simple. It all, and you feel like, what is there? But when you think about it, especially Dumbledore, I forgot to mention about Dumbledore, one of my favorites. Great guy, great guy. Everybody needs a teacher like him. Everybody needs a human like him in our life, I suppose. Wonderful, wonderful. I have been collecting Harry Potter. New Harry Potter books are coming, of illustrated Harry Potter books by a wonderful guy called Jim Kay. I'll show you one. Okay. This is the, if you can see, this is the fourth book in the series. He has written, the first 4 books has been turned into this illustrated edition. It's really good. It's beautiful. It's all available in Amazon. If you have not started reading as of yet, especially in the English language, we really need this language, right? It's not our mother tongue, but it's almost like our mother tongue right now, in India especially. Everybody has to speak it. Everybody is speaking it. If you're not speaking, if you're not using it, start using it. It's good. It's cool. It makes you at least look cool. But it's not just about making okay or looking cool. The language is really, it's a universal language, at least as of now. So if you start using it, it's good for you. It's good for your career, good for moving ahead actually. And reading is the best way to learn a language. And Harry Potter is always there. You can start reading it. One wonderful way to read it, if you have economic ethics, there is something called a Kindle. That's an app. It's Amazon's app. It's a free app. You can download it. There is something, you can also download this Amazon shopping app. There is an option called Kindle Unlimited. Subscribe to that. It's like an online library. Every month it costs you around 200 rupees, that much only. You can read up to 10 books, and all the Harry Potter books are available in Kindle Unlimited, so you can read it quite easily. I suggest you read it, have fun. And this is my first video. No, I have done videos before, but not as long as this. I want to continue doing it. I want to continue talking about books. I love books. So if you love books like me, give me a like, comment, share, subscribe. Okay, and again I will come with another book, the next video. Okay.